Along with the 7th installment of a very possible action franchise, this week brings the return of a popular show about vampires, a movie about summer camp for thespians, another season for an anthology murder mystery series, and an RT25 pick with some great hairstyle ideas for you. It's time to drive a motorcycle off of a cliff and parachute to the bottom, figuratively speaking, of course, on this week's What to Watch.
This mission of yours is gonna cost you dearly.
Dangling into theaters is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. There are plenty of reasons to go on this mission, the first of which being that I don't know if you've heard, but Tom Cruise does his own stunts. And this time around, they have one of the most aggressive stunts not only in MI history, but movie history. We're talking Tommy Boy driving a motorcycle off of a cliff into a base jump. Yikes. Another reason to see this is that we can now officially report that Dead Reckoning Part 1 is a big hit with critics, with a certified fresh score of 96% on the tomato meter, making it the second highest scoring installment in the franchise, just below its predecessor, 2018's Mission Impossible Fallout. And joining him on the screen again are familiar faces like Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Rebecca Ferguson, with Christopher McQuarrie once again serving as director and co-writer. And remember, this is just the beginning of this segmented story, with Dead Reckoning Part 2 set to release next year in 2024.
Make me a vampire.
Sure, man.
I thought the transformation would be overnight, but it's been 16 days. I can't turn into a bat yet. Human form.
Emerging for a 5th season is the mockumentary comedy series What We Do in the Shadows. Born from the 2014 film of the same name, this show has had 4 very successful certified fresh seasons leading up to this one, with 2 coming in at 100% on the tomato meter and the others not too far behind. Throw in a couple of Emmy noms for Outstanding Comedy Series, and that's a great first reason to give this one a shot. Plus, the series is still influenced by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi, who wrote, directed, and starred in the film. The series was created by Clement, with Waititi serving as executive producer and occasional director along with Clement. On top of all that, the series, which follows 4 vampire roommates in Staten Island, has already been greenlit for the 6th season as well. So it's about time you get out of the shadows and get invested in the show.
Welcome, auditioners.
You guys are so talented, so unbelievable. This will break you. This will fully destroy you.
Congratulations on being the most talented kids at camp.
Another option for theater goers this week is the indie comedy flick Theater Camp. And for the first act, aka the first reason to see this one, I'll tell you about the impressive cast that not only includes Tony winner Ben Platt, but 2 stars from the hit show The Bear. One is the film's co-star Molly Gordon, who also co-directed it alongside Nick Lieberman in their directorial debuts, and the other is Io Edebury in a supporting role. Another reason to consider attending this one is the fun premise about the directors of a rundown theater camp in upstate New York who try and put on a masterpiece of a show to keep their beloved summer tradition afloat. The film premiered at Sundance earlier this year and is currently sitting at 77% fresh on the tomato meter, accompanied by a strong 73% audience score. It's the kind of combo that deserves a standing O and a bravo. I don't know, theater stuff. You get it.
Number 1 suspect is the bride, Zoe's sister.
Grace didn't do it.
We got a dead body and a whole lot of people to talk to. What's your name? You fine as hell.
Travis.
Joining the fun with the premiere of its 2nd season is the Apple TV series The Afterparty. If you haven't seen this one yet, now is the time. It's a murder mystery anthology series that's also a comedy, with each episode being told from a different character's point of view and a different genre, which ranged from animated to thriller to musical in season 1. That cool and unique approach is the first reason to see this one. Another is the cast, which includes season 1 stars Tiffany Haddish and Sam Richardson returning for season 2, but with all new people around them. Think Knives Out and Glass Onion. That includes names like Zach Woods, John Cho, Ken Jeong, Elizabeth Perkins, and Vivian Wu. And while season 1 took place at a high school reunion after party, this season's murder happens the day after a wedding. And speaking of season 1, it is worth noting that it's certified fresh on the tomato meter with a score of 90% and an audience score of 80%, as if you really needed another reason to join this party.
Hi, it's Ted.
I haven't seen you since
Senior prom.
How's everything?
Oh, that's fine.
And finally, our RT25 pick this week is the comedy film There's Something About Mary. Not only is this movie, which came out 25 years ago this week, a certified fresh comedy, which is no easy feat, it's actually considered one of the greatest comedies of all time, and especially the 90s. We'll call that a pretty good reason to revisit or just regular visit this one. Plus, the cast is fantastic, from stars like Cameron Diaz, Ben Stiller, and Matt Dillon, all the way down to a special cameo appearance from one of the greatest NFL quarterbacks of all time. And if you don't know who it is when they pop up, you're too young and it's past your bedtime. And beyond the stars in front of the camera is the directing duo behind it, Peter and Bobby Farrelly, the Farrelly brothers. They were coming off 1994's Dumb and Dumber and 1996's Kingpin when they made this one, a short yet impressive resume at the time, and it's gotten better from there. Okay, that's it. 5 picks that are really quite possible to check out. And hey, if you want to live dangerously like Ethan Hunt, just use a friend's login to watch some of these. Wink, wink. Be sure to let us and your fellow viewers know in the comments what you did check out, whether it was on this list or not. Remember to check out RottenTomatoes.com for the latest updates on scores and reviews for everything mentioned, as well as the movie and TV world at large. Plus, there's more great memory lanes to go down on our RT25 page. That's all for today, Fresh Family. Until next week, stay fresh.